Another red pill respectfully video for y'all. Hey, here we go. Women having babies before they get married.
Miss Queen. Dang, y'all, I really forgot how she pronounced her name. It's like Choma. I don't even want to try to say her name because I don't want to murder her name. It's a very beautiful name, and I love her. I love her content. I watch her videos all the time. She has some really, really valid points and everything. But one video that I seen the other day is she was talking about the baby mama culture. And what she was basically saying is how all these women are becoming baby mothers before wives, okay? So she gave her opinion, her points of, just different examples of regular people, celebrities, of who she feel like looked high upon for people to be a baby mother before a wife, okay? Okay, so I've got a whole lot to say about that. I have a whole lot to say. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you guys a little bit background with me and why I state what I state, whatever the case may be. I don't have any children yet. I'm 26 years old. I am in a relationship with my boyfriend. We've been on and off for about 3 years. We've been pretty on and steady.
Now, pay attention as she tell her story, and this is why it's going to help make this video make so much sense.
Right now, however, I am almost 7 months pregnant, okay? With my first child, with his first child, and we're having a boy, okay? That's really besides the point, but I just wanted to let you guys know, just in case you guys want to know why I say what I say, or where I come from, or what's my status, and all that, if you guys are new here, okay? So, I'm a very optimistic person, okay? I'm very optimistic. I like to see different people's point of view on everything, for the most part. You know, I'm pretty open. I'm a pretty easy to talk to person. I'm pretty open with everything. But I'm very opinionated. I'm very opinionated about judgmental people. I'm very opinionated and outspoken when I feel like people are not listening to more than one side. I feel very, very strongly about when people have so much to say about other people's lives. That really triggers me for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it triggered me from childhood, you know what I'm saying? But it really triggers me, okay? So that video triggered me. And I'm not saying it triggered me in a bad way, but it just triggered me a lot of different ways. And I'm going to tell you guys why. I'm going to address what she said, and then I'm going to give you guys my opinion on what she said. So I explained to you guys that she stated that, all these women are becoming mothers before wives. I'm going to put it this way. I'm a career-oriented person, okay? You have some people that are career-oriented people.
Okay, here's the first excuse.
You have some people who are family-oriented people. You have some people that are goal-oriented. You have a lot of people. Desires in life are different, okay? Everybody's different, so everybody's desires are going to be different. Some people's are going to be similar, but there's going to be a lot of different desires, right? So understanding that there are different desires in people's lives, you have to understand that there is not one way to skin a cat. There is not one way to go about a relationship. There is not one way to go about building a family, or building an empire with somebody, or building something with somebody, okay? There is not only one way to do that. There are multiple avenues to do that, okay? There just is. There's always more than one way to do something. There's not just one route to take. Like with this big thing going on with entrepreneurship, all these black people, young black people are entrepreneurs. I'm an entrepreneur myself. However, that is not the only job, okay? That is not the only career. Just because it's popular now.
All right, and I'm sorry, but I got to point this out. Pole sister. Love my sisters. But what this young lady is not thinking about is the fact that being an entrepreneur is not a job. That's about making your own business. Not a career, not a job, but making your own business. Maybe she's trying to say that's not the only way to become successful or make money.
Or more common now, that's not the only way. That's not the only way to live your life. That's not the only way to feel successful. That's not the only way to feel fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? That's just not the only way. And so since I'm a person that believes in gray areas in life, everything is not black and white, I just can't agree with her. I can't agree with her because I've seen so many different avenues and so many different lives, and there is just not one way. It's just not, like, there's just not one way.
Now, you notice she's not speaking about everything she's saying. She's just saying she disagreed with what she said about, women becoming baby mothers instead of becoming wives and then becoming mothers. But let's see what else she got to say.
And it really bothers me when people give their opinion about other people's lives, especially when it comes to something serious such as marriage and children, okay? If you have never been married, you shouldn't give your opinion about marriage. If you ain't got no kids, you really can't give your opinion about kids, okay?
You can if you go around somebody who has some badass children, people will give their opinions. I'm sorry.
I know what seems right or what seems logically right or what seems obviously right in someone else's head.
Choose offers, shop, get cash. It's that easy with Ibotta.
Money back guarantee.
But that does not mean that their way of thinking or their choices or their way is your way. You get what I'm saying to you? Like, for example, you can know somebody for 10 years and know them front to back, and then the 10-year relationship ends for whatever reason. Cheating, dishonesty, all types of stuff, financially, whatever. And then you can meet somebody and be married to them in 10 months and it works forever. There are no rules to life. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but see, what you're not saying is the people that give their opinion about these things are talking about the most efficient way something can be successful. That's just like if somebody asks me about working at a job, I've been at a job for 10 years, I'm getting tenure or something, and they ask me how to go about it, and I say, I worked on gaining more experience. I worked on educating myself in that field to make my career last longer and make me be, more successful in that career. And then a person tells me, nah, I don't think I got to do all that. I think they'll just see that I'm a shining light, even though you're not doing nothing. You're coming to work late all the time. I'm like, I don't think that's going to work. But at the same time, you like, but you did ask me, and I'm trying to tell you, and now you don't think that's the way to go about it. You know what I'm saying? But people saying that about marriage and children, they're just trying to tell you a way that might be more successful than doing it the other ways that you're proclaiming, because you saying you could be with somebody 10 years and then meet somebody in 10 months and get married. Do you really want to go off maybe versus what's best? I'm just saying.
Same thing as sleeping with a guy on the first night. That does not automatically cancel you. It doesn't. It just doesn't, y'all. It doesn't automatically cancel you from becoming wife material. It does not cancel you from becoming wife material.
See, but that's the thing. It does cancel you from being the best choice of wife material. It does. Because what do they say about guys? Like, women get mad because we say pick better guys, but what would they say to us? If you pick a woman, what do women say? Oh, well, I mean, you should have seen the red flags. I mean, when you first got it, well, I thought she was going to change. Now, well, that's on you. I mean, come on, that's common sense.
It doesn't make you more wifey material. It just doesn't, y'all. So please, stop living.
And real quick, wifey material is a woman that's not sleeping around, a woman that got her head on her shoulder, a good head on her shoulders. Not necessarily she has to have the best career, because you're not going to get that money anyways. It's frowned upon if you think that a woman's supposed to take care of you. So, of course, but somebody who's sufficient, who's self-sufficient. That's what you want as a guy and a woman. You want somebody at least self-sufficient, cooperative. You know what I'm saying? And you want to be attracted to her.
Your life through other people's eyes, or living your life according to what other people may think, or living your life according to what other people may feel like is right for you. That's people's problem right now. All of these opinions, everybody got something to say. Your mama got something to say. Your grandma got something to say. Your sister got something to say. Social media got something to say. Everybody always got something to say about other people's lives. But at the end of the day, we all have our own lives. We all make decisions we may not necessarily be proud of. And I don't or you're married, it's like the decision that you just shouldn't do. You get what I'm saying to you? You never know.
Because all the things that come with it, all the statistics that come with it, all the stats and rates and stuff and percentages you can see with a lot of women being single mothers and living more in poverty, not having enough money to provide simple things for a child that a child needs. You see this all the time with women, especially in our communities. You see a lot of women being on housing. So, I mean, if it's not stopping them from being successful, then why are they ending up on housing? Food stamps, getting welfare check, WIC, EBT. Like, why are you getting all these things if it doesn't stop you? If you see out of 100 women, 70 of those women are single mothers and 70 of those women are struggling to survive, why would you want to do that? Just a question.
Know why God brings certain people to you, or why God brings certain people into your life.
Now she about to use God.
Why you create a certain person. I firmly believe that everybody that's on this earth, or everybody that's supposed to be in this earth, going to be on this earth. So whether you end up being with that person or not, they're going to be here. Feel me? They're going to be here. Sometimes two people are together to make a baby. You get what I'm saying? So,
or sometimes people screw up and make a baby instead of getting married.
It's like, what do you say when people do it right? What do you say when people do get married and then get to know each other and do everything right and have children and it doesn't work? You get what I'm saying? Because it wasn't meant to work. So sometimes.
But guess what? If a woman gets married to a man, then has a child, versus just becoming a baby mother, guess what usually happens? Especially since the courts go in favor of women, right? But say you get married, then you have a child, and God forbid y'all don't work out, and God forbid y'all have to get a divorce, right? Guess what? You get child support and alimony. Depending on how long you've been married, you might get alimony payments too. You might have security. You might get to take, like Chris Rock said, half their shit. You know what I'm saying? You have more security. If you just become a baby mother and you try to put the man on child support, okay, you might get child support, but what are you going to do about your living situation? Are you still staying with your parents? Are you still staying with your grandparents, having your grandparents raise your kids while you're still trying to live your best life? I mean, these are the things of why people are trying to tell you that, because it's more security. If you get with somebody and y'all get a divorce, guess what? Before that divorce, you're usually going to think about those things before you get a divorce and be like, is it cheaper to keep her? That old school song, is cheaper to keep her. Hey, think about that. That's why that song came along. It's cheaper to keep her instead of being out here like an idiot. And this was a song telling men that. Why would you be out here doing stupid ish and then you got to pay for it? That's why they made that song. But I'll let her continue saying some more stupid stuff.
You're meant to just have kids with somebody. Sometimes you're meant to not have kids with somebody and bring children into the relationship or a child into the relationship, and then it works with that person. You just never know. So I just really hate that people give so much opinion on other people's lives. Like, there is a right way and a wrong way to do something, and it really isn't. It really is not. You can literally dot all your I's and cross all your T's and still fuck up, still end up divorced, and still end up being a single parent. But I guess those people get a pass, right? Because they did it right the first time.
Yeah, they get more respect because they tried to their fullest capability versus just going out there effing up and doing something stupid and now having to pay the consequences. They tried their best to their best ability and maybe it just didn't work. And sadly, yeah, we do have more divorces. So you should think and be more conscious before going into, you know what I'm saying, into a marriage, if that person may not be the person for you that's at least, you know, stable. But that doesn't mean it makes better sense to become a single parent. You know what I'm saying? That, I mean, for as a baby mama or baby father, that doesn't make better sense.
So even if it fails, you know what I'm saying? Even if it fails and they get married, they did it right. So what? So no one gets a pass and no one gets a fail. We just go through life. We go through our emotions. We go through different things. You know what I'm saying? And so that's just how I look at things. I'm a very, very optimistic.
Yeah. Now here go the optimism. Here go the intelligent optimism of a 20-something-year-old who still has a lot of life in front of them and don't realize when life really hits you, how you set yourself up to fail.
An open-minded person, and I just believe that there's more than one way of doing things. Now, I'm in a relationship.
They go tell women that BS.
I've been with my boyfriend on and off for 3 years, and that's a whole nother
Now, here go the failure that I was talking about.
video for a whole nother day. Me being pregnant does not guarantee me and him going to be together. I understand that. So I'm not pregnant for him to be with me. I'm not pregnant for him to want to marry me or want to be with me any more or less. You get what I'm saying? Because let me be honest, if he proposed to me now, or you know what I'm saying, I probably would say no. For the
You hear that? She's not with pregnant because she wants him to be with her. And if he asks to marry her, she's going to say no. Now, here's the title of the video. Women getting pregnant before getting married. This is the cream of the crop part that I want you guys to see.
with that, I feel like I'm already going through a change in life. I'm already pregnant and dealing with that and about to become a mother. I don't want to rush to become a wife as well. And before 26, I didn't want to be married. Okay? I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't want to be married before 26. But I knew that I wanted kids before 30. You get what I'm saying?
So she's an idiot. I'm sorry. Her mindset, logic is idiotic. You didn't want to be a wife, but you wanted to have a child. This is why, and I don't remember the lady name she said, but this is why certain older women that do have their mindset right now, I don't really respect hypergamy coaches, but if they're saying like, hey, get with your guy that's stable, gonna be there for you, and your kids, as y'all build a legacy, makes more sense. We just don't like the gold digging part, but at least it makes more sense. She said she didn't want to be a wife, so she wanted to be a baby mother. How does that make sense? Any way, shape, or form? How does that sound cute or attractive? How does that mean you're not wifey material? You're not, because you chose to be baby mother material. That doesn't make any damn sense. This is what I'm saying. This is the culture that they're spewing nowadays. You don't think all the other stuff makes sense and you shouldn't listen to people, but they should listen to you doing stupid stuff? You set out to be a baby mother. Really? I mean, come on, guys. Think about that. You wanted to be a baby mother, but not a wife.
And what happens if we get married after the child and it works? Then what? What do you say with that rule? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just...
But that's a big what if, because in the beginning of the video, like she kept saying, they was off and on for 3 years. They got back together, being a little steady, and had a baby. She's more secure with having a child than marriage. Guess what? When you have a child from somebody, guess what? You're basically married, because now you both are stuck together for life. For life. Like Matt 10 used to say, for life. Y'all stuck together for life. So you pretty much are married. So when you do stuff with your child, guess what? You still have to check with him. He still has to check with you. So you're still married, basically. Now, if y'all would have got married and it didn't work out and y'all didn't have a child and y'all got a divorce, guess what? You can go about your business. You don't have to worry about him no more. He don't have to worry about you no more. But now that you're pregnant, instead of being a wife, and you want to be single still, and such a quote-unquote entrepreneur, but you may not have a damn thing right now at 26. It's not expected. So guess what? You're most likely going to probably need help and assistance. You're most likely going to need EBT. These are not the things that you're talking about. You're talking about what if it works after we get together. That's a big what if. So women are more comfortable nowadays becoming baby mothers instead of becoming wives. Women find more security out of becoming baby mothers because they think in the housing and child support. So they'll have a baby by a man and then marry the government. How does that make any sense whatsoever? You would have a baby by a man but marry the government. Especially as a young sister, you're more like, once you have a baby, you're more than likely to marry the government. I mean, come on, I can go in on this more. I have do another one with my partner intake on it. But I'm gonna end it. This has been a long video so far. If y'all wanna go check out the rest of this stupid, ignorant mess crap, y'all go ahead. I ain't gonna tell y'all to go over there on her channel and talk trash to her. You might as well die and say that because she ain't gonna wanna listen to your opinion anyway. That's how most women are, especially a lot of our sisters. This is your boy JTL, Red Pill, respectfully. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit that notification bell, and hit the likes up on this video. We're gonna come back with more stuff that makes sense on why not to deal with a lot of modern women nowadays. We'll be back.